Yo, what's up? It's your man Rico the Opinionist. I was watching this little tired show last night. It's called the Fox Soul Black Report. And they had this segment on talking about Stacey Abrams and the midterm elections and all of this. And so they brought on this so-called conscious fella, consciously to discuss why, to talk about, why it seems to be so few black folks who are engaged in the midterm elections or whatever. But it's interesting. Somehow Kevin Samuels' name was brought up and the Black Manosphere. And for you brothers in the Black Manosphere, everyone who has a YouTube channel with that red pill knowledge, keep it going. It's killing them. And people don't believe that black men are the target. And you got even black folks who want to keep black men like under their thumb as if we're somebody's children or something. It's almost like they're hating because black men are finally waking up to the disregard of the demon crap or the Democratic Party. But anyway, I don't want to go into a long diatribe. It was just something very interesting that I saw. So I'm going to play it. Take your time and listen to it. Or you can, if you want to, go on YouTube and look it up consciously on Fox Soul Black Report. But I'll let you hear it right here if you want to check it out. Here it goes. It's very interesting. I said, what a bunch of bullshit. But anyway. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but just the part that I thought was very interesting.
We are 6 weeks away from midterm elections, and the get-out-to-vote efforts are in full effect. Democrats are pushing hard to get black voters who usually sit out the midterm elections to the polls this year. To help discuss the Democrats' efforts and their get-out-the-vote campaigns and how Donald Trump may play a role in all of this is consciously.
They can't keep Trump out their mouths either, for some reason.
He's currently teaching at Wilder University. He is known on social media for his thought-provoking conversation, and he uses those conversations to remind us that education is elevation. Joining us now is Consciously. Thank you for being here.
Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. So, Consciously, let's just jump right into this. I have been following you for a really long time, and so I am it's an honor to have this conversation with you. Vice President Kamala Harris and President Biden, they are making their way around the country to battleground states trying to get Democrats to the polls. They are doing a big push for black voters. Are we key to keeping the Democrats in the Senate with the wins in Georgia, Wisconsin, North Carolina, and Florida? What do Democrats need to get black people to the polls?
I think that they have to spend as much funding to get black people to have the same energy that we have about the polls when it comes to national elections as they do in the midterms. I know a lot of times when we think about the national elections, we usually talk about debates, whether the elections work, whether they don't work. Well, I know you care about who run county jail. I know you care about, you feel me, how much, government funding that you get. I know you care about, how great your roads is. I know we should care about how our school funding is, and all those things I just named is literally impacted by midterm elections. So the Democrats are tasked with really trying to make us feel it,
They are. Let's talk a little bit about the governor's race in Georgia. It's Stacey Abrams versus Governor Brian Kemp. It's like part two, because we know back in 2018, Abrams lost by only 50,000 votes. But new polling this time around shows about 6 percentage points, that she's running about 6 percentage points behind Kemp. They say she's having a hard time getting independent and some black male voters on her side. Abrams, she has, right now, 87% of black male voters and 94% of black women. Why do you think she's having such a hard time with black men, black male voters?
Man, unpopular opinion, I think during the pandemic, all of the
listen to this bullshit.
Rights, all of the what they call it, the Manosphere, Kevin Samuels, Andrew Tate type content. I would argue that was a literal pipeline for the alt-right, and a lot of our fellow black men kind of got lost in the sauce with spewing a whole bunch of those alt-right conservative points. What are we talking?
Did y'all hear this motherfucker compare black men to the alt-right? And this is supposed to be a conscious brother, because we're smart enough not to vote for another Democratic candidate. And he knows, as well as the hostess knows, that that the Democratic Party never paid black men any attention. And if you saw the numbers, 87%, it's gone down. It was 93%. It was 93% black men voting for Democrat and like 99% of black women voting. So it's still kind of neck and neck, but it's gone down because black men are waking up. But this fool compared black men to the alt-right. Here, listen to the rest of this crap.
About being a high-value man, or whether we're talking about women being submissive, a lot of those understandings of what it means to be a man, what it means to be a strong black man, we see a lot of my counterparts really got swept up in some of that old white supremacist logic. So when you think about uniquely what's going on in Atlanta and the broader state of Georgia, we know that a lot of the base of the manosphere uniquely is individuals that's in that state, you feel me? So, you know, I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I can connect the dots and recognize that a lot of sentiments I heard that was on my TikTok, on my Instagram, on my YouTube, is a lot of values that are in line with conservative.
That's interesting. I haven't heard that before. But then what's the alternative, though, right? Like, if you don't vote for Stacey Abrams as black woman, are those men then voting for Brian Kemp? Do they really feel like that alt-right opinion, those high-value opinions are going to come from Governor Brian Kemp?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if we being real, if you spend any time just making analysis or just really peeping game what's coming on from those, you know, those echo chambers of the manosphere, is really thinking about the ways that conservatism politically, socially, economically align with free thinking and bringing the black family about. So when you think uniquely about how a lot of black men is swinging for power, recognizing that black women have more representation in different spaces, you find that a lot of dudes is like, hey, you black women getting something must mean it's taken from me. Therefore, it makes sense for me to vote this particular way because it's more in line with these conservative values. You know?
Wow, I just can't see that. I mean, not saying that that's not what's happening. That just sounds really backwards to me that someone would actually think like that. So wow, okay, that's very interesting. Let's move on. Let's talk about the other race in Georgia. So,
did y'all hear this dumbass? And see, he could even give an intelligent response or an opinion about the manosphere or black men. It shows that he's very disconnected with what's going on with black men. There's an awakening that has occurred consciously. If you talk to actual black men, if you come onto the manosphere, we'll tell you, little punk ass, what's really going on. And see, these panda bear Negroes, they want to sit here and grin and cheese and think shit is funny. Now you want to make us petty. Well, black women getting attention, we want attention. See how petty that is? No, brother. You bring your ass over here to the manosphere. We'll tell you what's going on. We'll explain to you what red pill is. And by the way, this guy does workshops. And I don't have a problem with opinions because I spew them as well. But it's funny how these little black shows, these black radio talk shows, these on MC's morning Hot 97 and Hot 105 hip hop shows and shows like this never mentioned Kevin Samuels when he was alive. They never breathed the brother's presence when he was alive. But as soon as he passed away, all of a sudden now everybody, it's like Cheers. It's where everybody knows his name. And I think that's very cowardly. I think it's lame. And I have no respect for anybody who didn't have anything to say to the brother when he was out here talking to everybody. Just like a bunch of scripted, sorry, bootlicking Negroes. You kept your mouth closed. You kept your mouth closed when Kevin was alive and he was spewing information that was actually elevating our community. Elevating the community. More so than a TD Jakes and to my Muslims out there, more so than Minister Farrakhan. The brother was here for a purpose. And y'all knew it, you little cowards, because you purposely suppressed him when you thought you was doing it. But he was he got big off of YouTube, got bigger than y'all's little pukey shows. Off of YouTube. That let you know that there was a particular message that needed to get out. So y'all waited till he died. You think people like me gonna sit around and watch you denigrate the dude's name? And then little punk ass dude here, Conscious Lee, gonna talk all that little effeminate panda bear bullshit about a group of men he has no connection to. You want to ask black men why we're not voting for Democrats? You want to ask black men why we're not voting for a damn feminist, man-hating, what's that heifer name, Stacey Abrams? Ask us. Maybe he doesn't know what a feminist is. Maybe he doesn't know what the word misandry means. See, one thing about that manosphere, it has given a platform and a voice to black men, because for black men, for the past 40, 50 years, we had to sit silent while black women were given all types of platforms on all the shows, from Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Montel, Oprah. They got on all the shows, Rolanda, saying, well, there aren't enough black men. We're more educated. There aren't any eligible black men. We had to sit there and listen to how horrible we were by a bunch of women who were, as Kevin would say, average at best, but they had a college degree or they had a job in TV news. They thought that was their value. So Kevin came and let them know, no, baby, nobody cares about your damn degree. Are you fine? Are you fit? Are you cooperative? Are you feminine? Are you nice? Are you sweet? Are you respectfully submissive? That's Kevin Samuels educating brothers. You don't have to sit here and allow her to tell you about her resume. Let's see who you are as a person. A lot of these little tramps are too mean. They're not very nice to be with a man. So the manosphere is working. This is a testament. So brothers in the manosphere, y'all keep on teaching the brothers. Coach Greg Adams. No, even Minister Jap. You got Attorney Dennis Sperling. You got Rico the Opinionist. You have Obsidian. You have O'Shea Duke Jackson. You got Media Tutorial Reviews. You got all kinds of brothers out there teaching other black men. You got the brothers who are saying, save yourself, black men. MGTOW, men going their own way. See, the whole crust of this is you don't have control of black men's minds anymore. And you have Dr. Ronald Neal. What's up, Dr. Ron? You have the Green Gorilla, G with the PhD, Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, Dr. Tommy J. Kerr. We got scholars in the manosphere. See, the manosphere is not a joke. You see some outliers out there with the foolishness, but the manosphere is made up of articulate, intelligent, expressive, scholarly men who are teaching the truth. And the mainstream can't stand it, even those of us who are part of the mainstream. So I took umbrage. Come on, somebody. I took great umbrage with this interview. And he can have his opinion, but it was so misinformed. It's like you're just a little hater, to be colloquial. But anyway, if y'all want to check this crap out, you go on YouTube. Hopefully O'Shea Duke and the rest of the brothers in the manosphere get this and probably do an even extended version of critically analyzing this trash. But, keep bringing it, because we got more. Y'all see, they think the manosphere was just Kevin Samuels. The manosphere is an army of intelligent brothers. We all don't share the same views, but one thing about it, we all agree that black men have the right to be free in thinking and masculine and straight. And that's what this new era in America hates. Free-thinking, heterosexual, masculine black men. And sisters, if you're smart, you better try to grab one of these brothers. Because these effeminate panda bears right here, that's going to keep y'all going down. Straight into a hole that you've been digging for yourself for the past 30 years. But anyway, I digress. I just want to share that with y'all. And Dr. Ron, I'm finna call you, bro. Get prepared if you're available. I'm about to call you. But other than that, I'm on all the social media networks, man. Rico the Opinionist. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of that. So the Cash App is what it is. The book is still there. $ Rico the Opinionist. If you fool with me, if you're cool with me, shout out to Raider J and Memphis. Y'all be cool. We'll talk in the future. Well, hold on a minute. Before I go, anybody like to discuss this? Anybody like to come on camera and share your thoughts about this? Because we can do this. If anybody, just press that little green button before I go. I was about to just sign out. If anybody else would like to share their thoughts on what I just watched, hit that little green or red button. I'd like to hear what you have to say about it. I got a minute. So nobody wants to. Okay, well, cool. It's awesome. Just listen to the playback, and we will talk in the future. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.